Religion in Samoa encompasses a range of groups, but 98% of the population of Samoa is Christian. The following is a distribution of Christian groups as of 2011. The most recent census available: Congregational Christian 32%, Roman Catholic 19%, LDS 15%, Methodist 14%, Assemblies of God 8% and Seventh-day Adventist 4%. Groups together constituting less than 5% of the population include Baha'i, Jehovah's Witnesses, Congregational Church of Jesus, Nazarene, Non-Denominational Protestant, Baptist, Worship Center, Peace Chapel, Samoa Evangelism, Elim Church, and Anglican. A comparison of the 2006 and 2011 censuses shows a slight decline in the membership of major denominations and an increase in participation in non-traditional and evangelical groups. Although there is no official estimate, there are reportedly small numbers of Hindus, Buddhists, and Jews, primarily in Apia. The country has one of the world's 8 Baha'i houses of worship. There is a small Muslim community and 1 mosque. Status of government: respect for religious freedom. The Constitution and other laws and policies protect religious freedom. The Constitution provides for the right to choose, practice, and change the religion of one's choice. Legal protections cover discrimination or persecution by private as well as government actors. The Constitution provides freedom from unwanted religious education in schools and gives each religious group the right to establish its own schools. Nevertheless, a 2009 education policy, enforced since 2010, makes Christian instruction compulsory in public primary schools and optional in public secondary schools. The government institutes the policy inconsistently in government schools across the country, with little if any public concern or opposition. Church-run pastoral schools in most villages traditionally provide religious instruction after school hours. The government observes the following religious holidays as national holidays: Good Friday, Easter Monday, White Monday, Children's Day, and Christmas. The government does not require religious groups to register. A government-established commission charged with recommending possible constitutional amendments concerning religious freedom completed its collection of public submissions at the end of 2010. By the end of 2012, the government had not publicly released the report or tabled it in Parliament. In June 2017, the Samoan Parliament passed a bill to increase support for Christianity in the country's constitution, including a reference to the Trinity. According to the diplomat, what Samoa has done is shift references to Christianity into the body of the constitution, giving the text far more potential to be used in legal processes. The preamble to the Constitution already described the country as an independent state based on Christian principles and Samoan custom and traditions. Status of societal respect for religious freedom. As of 2012, there were occasional reports of societal discrimination based on religious affiliation, belief, or practice. In addition, prominent societal leaders repeatedly publicly emphasized that the country was Christian. Public discussion of religious issues often included negative references to non-Christian religions. Traditionally, villages tended to have one primary Christian church. Village chiefs often chose the religious denomination of their extended families. Many larger villages had multiple churches serving different denominations and coexisting peacefully. However, new religious groups sometimes faced resistance when attempting to establish themselves in some villages. There remain minor tensions between Fa'a Samoa, the Samoan way, and individual religious rights. One of the elements of Fa'a Samoa was the traditional, tightly knit village community. Often, village elders and the community at large were not receptive toward those who attempted to introduce another denomination or religion into the community. While underreported, observers stated that, in many villages throughout the country, leaders forbade individuals to belong to churches outside of the village or to exercise their right not to worship. Villagers in violation of such rules faced fines and/or banishment from the village. There was a high level of religious observance and strong societal pressure at village and local levels to participate in church services and other activities, and to support church leaders and projects financially. In some denominations, financial contributions often totaled more than 30% of family income. This issue has gained media attention as some members of parliament have spoken out about pressure on families to give disproportionate amounts of their incomes to churches.